Welcome back to another video, and as promised, I will be showing you an over-the-shoulder view on how to do the zero inventory product research method that I mentioned in the previous video. Now, assuming that you have done everything else and you have set up everything like creating your Shopify store, having a good product page, having good description and good reviews, then all that's left for you is to actually create your ads, and that's what I'm going to show you in this video.
Hey, bro. Most of the time when these people be talking, I don't even hear them.
And we're in. Now, just a quick recap. So we're still going to deal with campaigns, ad sets, and ads. So what you want to do is completely understand what they're for and their roles when you're doing ads para hindi ka malito. Okay? Again, campaign is the objective, ad sets is the targeting, and ads is the creative. So Facebook will literally ask you sa campaigns, ano ba yung gusto mong mangyari sa iyong ads? Anong objective mo? Now, since what I've previously mentioned on my other videos, when we're looking for sales, what we're going to use will be definitely conversions. So, ang objective natin should be conversions always. Okay? Now, aside from that, sa ad sets naman, sino yung mga tao and ano yung mga interest that surrounds the people that you would want to target your ads to. Alright? If that's clear, then we move on to the ads. Ads is your creatives. These are technically the images and videos and other types of template dynamics on how you would want your ads to look so that you can showcase it to the people that you have targeted to convert. Okay? Once you hit create, this page should show. Now, before we jump right in, look at your left-hand side ng inyong ads manager. It should show you a guide of where you're at. This is kind of Facebook's way on guiding you kung saan na kayo banda sa inyong creation of your ads. Okay? Now, again, since campaign tayo, ang ating objective is maghanap ng sales. So, I have already pre-selected conversions, and once you scroll down, I kind of typed or named my campaign as a product name for demonstration purposes lang naman. And I usually put product name here kasi I don't want to get confused when I'm testing multiple products. So, I separate them by campaigns, okay? So, with that, we're just gonna skip yung create split test na feature. And from here, yung campaign budget optimization natin, I turn it on and I put a daily budget of 1,500. Now, bakit 1,500? Again, 10 ad sets, 1,500. That's just 150 pesos per ad set per day. Okay? So, we skip the part, mainly yung pag-set up ng ad account. That's pretty straightforward. If you want to do it, it's very easy. So, we're just gonna skip that part para at least mas mabilis tayo. Now, here's a conversion event naman. What you want to do is quickly find purchase. Okay? If you haven't set up your pixel, it's fairly straightforward. Again, there's a button somewhere here if this is your first time. It should walk you through step by step on how to integrate it with your Shopify store. And from there, just pick purchases. Okay? So, purchases, nothing else kasi yun nga, we're converting for purchases. Okay? So, aside from that, cost control, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Show more options. We're just gonna leave this at 7 days click or 1 day view. Okay? You can edit that depende sa inyong item. Okay? So, after nyan is yung schedule. Okay? This is by default, run my ad set continuously starting today. Now, what I usually do is set a start date and leave an end date. Now, here, there's no option as to how you can further edit the end date. So, later natin siya i-edit. So, what I mainly do is actually set the start date the very next day at 12 a.m. Now, why is that? I want Facebook to optimize itself and give it enough time para magkaroon siya ng momentum para throughout the next day, my ads will run smoothly. Okay? Now, once you reach ad set spend limit na part, actually it's a hidden option. You just have to like click here para mag-show siya. So what you want to do is set it at a minimum of 120 pesos. Now, since we're doing CBO, what CBO does is that it allocates budgets or money sa mga ad sets that are working well for your ads. Now, what you want to do is not spend the 150 pesos entirely and strictly on each ad set because that doesn't give Facebook any chance to actually put that money into better ad sets. So what you want to do is somehow trimmer it down lang para at least may allowance siya. So instead ng 150 pesos each ad set, I placed 120 pesos each. Okay? Now, without any maximum, again, si Facebook na bahala sa sobra. Now, at 10 ad set, we're supposed to have like around 300 pesos extra from the total budget. Now, yung 300 pesos na yun, si Facebook na bahala kung asan niya ilalagay. Now, from there, what you want to do is just quickly scroll down. Here's audience. Now, sa audience naman, what I usually do is actually just go to the Philippines. And there's a small drop down here. Just click only include cities. Again, what you want to do here, or ang thought process when you're doing your audience targeting, is yung may interest sa product mo, at the same time, yung may purchasing power na audience, okay? Now, since we're all about purchasing power, we're gonna go for ages 23 years old and above, because that's where usually people get employed or start their business. And here again, we're just gonna go for the previously mentioned products in my other videos. So it was a general pet product. So what we want to do here is actually generally target pets. Okay, so just target pets, and once that's done, to quickly give you an idea how this is going, so Facebook will target people who are interested in pets and who are 23 years old and above and who lives in the cities of the Philippines. Okay, so audience size niya is 16 million. Okay, medyo malaki, but that's fine. Okay, so you can actually exclude people and narrow further down, or you can actually just add them here. Kapag i-add mo siya dito, it will only increase the potential reach. So it's like stacking one another. Now, if you click narrow down, let's say pets, but meron din ditong pet food. So what this does is actually it narrows down the audience. So number one, yung 23 years old na person na nasa cities ng Philippines has to have an interest on pets, at the same time also has an interest sa pet food. Okay? It's not either or, it has to be both para ma-count sila here sa potential reach ng audience size mo. Okay? Now you know how that works. Okay? Now usually what I do when I exclude people, I just exclude Shopify. Okay? Shopify and Facebook. Payment users. Okay, so what that does is that it further protects you from other spies or yung nagpa-product spy sa inyo. Okay, hindi nyo makikita ang ads mo, hindi pinapakita ng Facebook ang ads mo sa kanila. Okay, now that's out of the way. What you want to do is just quickly go here. Again, this is a hidden option. So languages and connections, we're not gonna bother with that. Here naman, itong checkbox here, yung expand your detailed targeting to reach more people when it's likely to improve performance. So I just leave that unchecked kasi what it does is that it automatically expands my interest, and I don't want that. I just want to keep my interest as specific as possible. Yung mga targets ko dapat specific as possible lang para at least alam ko kung saan nagagaling yung results ko. Now, later on, if you're going to be more advanced in terms of doing Facebook ads, then you might reconsider checking this option. Okay? Now, once you reach placements, what you want to do is quickly click edit placements, and you don't want to use this recommended one because we want to be as specific as possible as to telling Facebook where we want our ads to be shown. So quickly sa devices, I kind of pre-selected everything kasi this part is a little bit laggy in terms of PC while running a recording software at the background. So what you want to do is actually uncheck desktop and leave mobile on. Kasi here, Filipinos, naturally, when we wake up, nasa cellphone ka na kaagad. Tumatae ka, meron kang cellphone. Okay? Madami tayong ginagawa, pero meron pa rin tayong cellphone. Okay? So people are naturally paying attention on their phones constantly when you're in the Philippines. Okay? So now that we know that kind of trend, of course, it will be only logical for us, and it technically makes sense to actually target people on their mobile phones. Okay? Now, with that being said, we're only going to target Facebook feeds and Instagram feeds. Okay? Nothing else. Kasi, again, if you're on your Facebook, you're not literally reading articles all the time. You're not literally chatting people all the time. I mean, most of the time, you may be chatting or replying to people. However, majority of the time spent on your phone while being on these social media platforms is in the news feeds. Okay? So again, news feeds lang, nothing else. Okay? So from there, I'm just gonna click show more options to majorly show if we missed out anything. Then here naman, Okay, all mobile devices. Now, this is your option, okay? Whether or not you're gonna check this only when connected to Wi-Fi or not, okay? If you have a heavy website, then please, by all means, check when only connected to Wi-Fi. Also, there's a psychology behind this. People say that once they're more relaxed, then they're much more in the buying mood, okay? So again, pag chinek mo tong only connected to Wi-Fi, you have to check the audience, okay? Kasi people who are relaxed, kapag nasa bahay ka lang, nagnanet ka, or nasa coffee shop ka, nagnanet ka, you're much more compelled to buy something. Okay? Kapag nakarelax ka, it's much more easier and convenient for you to buy something online. Okay? Than compared if you're on the go and busy ka. Okay? So with that, that pretty much finishes up our ad set. Now, before we go into our ads, what I want to quickly give you a tip on is actually labeling your ad sets, okay? Now, sometimes people don't label it. Actually, it's just a point of preference. But what I usually want to do is actually just label them, okay? So, ano ba yung tinarget natin previously? I just went for mobile only. Then, ang target ko is 23 years old and above, pet food, and exclude this one. Okay, got it. So, pet / I usually indicate / as a narrow down, pet food. Then from there, I want to do the potential reach or the audience size. And then from there, that's pretty much it. Okay? So from there, alam ko na kung ano yung tina-target ko and ano yung mga details ng ad set na yun. Okay? So with that, let's jump right into the ads. Kapag nandito ka naman sa ad na part, what you want to do is quickly link your business's Facebook page and Instagram account in. So what I did is I linked my personal business page and my Instagram page. Okay. Then here naman sa format, what you want to pick is actually single image and video. It should be enough. But either or, carousel or collection, it's up to you kung anong gusto mong gamitin. Kaya bahala. Okay. This will just set up on how your ads will look like and its dynamics when it's being viewed on Facebook. Okay, now from there, what you want to do is upload an image or a video. For me, I uploaded a video mainly because I want to discuss this specific small thing that actually gives you results. So what you want to do is when you upload a video, what you want to do is actually click edit video and go to thumbnail. Okay, upload a custom thumbnail. Okay, bakit custom thumbnail? Kasi the role of your ad is to stop someone from scrolling and actually have them check on your advertisement. Okay? So yun yung role ng ad mo. It has to be compelling enough for someone to actually look at it. Okay? Now from there, aside from the thumbnail, altogether, dapat compelling din ang inyong text. Okay? Dapat marunong ka mag-copywriting dito. Copywriting meaning selling through text. Okay? Now with that, I'm just gonna show you how texts are being placed inside your ads, okay? So here, primary text is mainly in between your identity as a page who are doing ads and your ad video or ad creatives, okay? So mainly nandito yung primary text, okay? Kayo na bahala kung ano yung lalagay nyo dyan. Dapat compelling lang siya, okay? Now, from there, there's the headline. So headline will go underneath your video. Aside from that, the description goes underneath your headline. Okay, so kayo bahala kung ilalagay nyo dyan. Just make sure that it's actually compelling enough to stop someone from scrolling para maklik nila either yung video or yung shop now. Okay? Also, one quick tip, sa primary text nyo, you might also want to put the link directly to your landing page here, just in case they don't know that they have to click shop now or whatnot. So, at least man lang maklik nila yung link sa primary text mo. Okay? Now, aside from that, bakit shop now ang call to action natin? Shop now, call to action is what we usually use when we're doing ads. Depende na lang yan if ibang type of business ang ginagawan mo ng ads for. But usually, for physical goods and items that you're selling online or on your website platform, we usually use shop now. Now, this is not shop now in default. It is actually learn more. However, just quickly click this drop down button here and adjust it to shop now. Okay? And with that, this should be good. Now, let me just saddle things up and then I'll see you in my ads manager. So when you're in your ads manager now, so what you want to do is quickly go to your ad sets. Okay? So once you're in ad set, click edit. Now, if maaalala nyo, di ba meron tayong in-adjust kanina? Di ba naglagay tayo ng schedule the next day on 12 a.m.? However, there was no option to exclude an end date. Okay, dapat wala tayong end date para tuloy-tuloy lang until such time na tayo mismo ang magmamanual click na mag-end yung ating ad. Okay, now with that, once we scroll down, it should be here. Okay, now you see the option is currently now available. I don't even know why wala to siya na option previously once you're doing your ads in the first place. But basically, you just have to click this and click publish. So once that's published, what you want to do next is immediately go to your ads for your ad sets and just quickly edit it also. Now, as you can see here, it's still on create ad, okay? So, ang gagawin kasi natin dito is magduduplicate tayo ng mga ad sets. So, for us to be able to make sure na yung likes, comments, and shares, yung engagement mismo, is nasa iisang ad lang, what we want to do is click use existing post. Now, how do we get the post ID nung ginawa mo bago lang, okay? Now, this is very crucial. You want to do this on the very first ad set when you're testing products para at least consolidated lahat ng, again, engagement, likes, comments, and shares, okay? Now, with that, how do you get the post ID of the ad that you just created, okay? What you want to do is just go up here on the left-hand side corner and open page post in a different tab, okay? Just quickly right click and then go open link in a new tab, okay? Now, I've already done that and we're just gonna quickly jump here. And what you can see here is actually yung ads post, okay? And nandito siya. Ito yung ID niya mismo, okay? Now, if you have other businesses or other Facebook pages na minamanage, it will not immediately show na inyong page yan. So what you want to do is just search your Facebook page or your business's Facebook page here sa drop-down button and it should go to this page, okay, or this section, okay? So what you want to do is immediately just highlight this and then spam Control-C or Command-C if you're using iOS na MacBook. So what happens is it automatically copies the ID, okay? Now, what we want to do is jump back to the ad set or yung ads ng ad set. Then, what you want to do is enter the post ID here. Okay, then just Control-V or paste. Okay, now just click submit and that's pretty much it. Okay, now what this does is kapag to duplicate ka ng ad sets, it actually duplicates the same ad set without separating the likes, comments, and shares. Okay, hindi siya mag-create ng bagong ads or ad creative itself. Okay, so once you're done, just click publish and once you're done publishing, we'll now go to duplicate. Now, this is how you do duplicating, okay? Now, since, diba sabi ko previously, what we want is actually 10 ad sets in one CBO campaign. So what you want to do is just quickly highlight the bar or like this row and quickly hit duplicate, or you can hit the duplicate on top, okay? So from there, what you want to do is just put the number copies is equivalent to 9, okay? Original campaign, wag mo na create ang test to compare. Just put number 9 and hit duplicate. Okay, while that's duplicating, now, what you want to do after this or during this time is just immediately, hide the ad sets, okay? Para hindi siya confusing and makita mo siya in one flow. Okay, so what you want to do is actually just click. Don't click on the things, like just somewhere click here or whatnot. Just make sure na pre-selected or nandito yung check, then you're good to go. Okay, so what you want to do is from here, you want to adjust the targeting. Targeting lang, nothing else, okay? So what I usually do is just like, pets, okay, dogs. Okay, so tanggalin ko ang pets kasi meron na akong pets and pet food. So right now, what I want to do is have dogs and pet food, okay? Now, dogs and pet food, that's equivalent to 1 million people, okay? So, immediately, I will just adjust it here. So, dog / narrowed down by pet food. Okay? I mean, it can be only dog and wala na yung pet food. That's literally your option. If you feel like the audience size is too big for your ads or your ad budget, you can actually adjust it. So, depende yan sa inyo. But this would make sense kasi, again, it's a general food for pets. Then, if you want it for your pet, then you should have an interest on pets or a dog if you own a dog or a cat. at the same time have an interest on pet food kasi you have to buy pet food for your dog and cat. Not unless ang pinapakain mo is like extra food, okay? So that's different. Alright? So from here, mobile, dog, and pet food, again, 1 million ang ating audience size. Now, what you want to do next is just immediately click here, itong blank space here somewhere, okay? And that immediately edits the ad set, okay? So from there, you're just gonna fill up the rest of these and just immediately, change their names. And while they're still all green, what you want to do is actually check them all and then hit publish, okay? Now, in this next few seconds, I'm just gonna skip through this as I work on it kasi baka matagalan tayo sa video because this is a rather long tutorial video. Okay, so that kind of took a while, but I'm finished and we're just gonna go through this quickly. So again, pet and pet food. So we targeted dog or pet food, narrowed down, then cat, narrowed down by pet food. It's just like 820,000 people. Then I kind of took out pet and pet food and exchanged it with pet store. That gave us around 490,000 people. Then dog food, cat food. Then there's dog breeds, cat breeds, okay? So there's also dog grooming, at the same time dog training. So if it's generally for dogs, then this should be good enough, and at the same time cats also. I mean, you have to think of ways or angles as to what type of interest should you be targeting to make sure that your item is positioned well enough inside the market to actually sell, okay? Now, bakit tayo mag-target ng dog training, okay? Kasi if you're a person who has a dog or a pet dog and maggagasto ka ng fees for dog training, then you have the capacity to buy, or most probably, you are one of those people who has the high probability of actually buying pet food for your dog. So it makes sense to target that. So yeah, you have to think of unique angles as to how you can actually position your product or your specific item that you would want to sell so that ang mga interest na tina-target mo relevant. Okay? So again, what I've said earlier, so after you edit everything, now all the changes that we have already done, what you want to do is just pre-select all. So what you want to do is just like, you can check everything. Actually, we can just like click this and just click publish. Okay, so again, this is just like a demonstration of everything of how I do things. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be this way. There are other ways to actually test. Some test with only lesser ad sets. However, this is my standard way so that I am forced again to actually look at the angles as to where ba talaga ako makakaposisyon ng maayos para yung binibigyan ko ng ads or yung nilalagyan ko ng ads, yung mga audiences nun, is it relevant to my product or are they interested to buy my product? Okay? Is it relevant? Does it give them value or is it compelling enough for them to buy something from my website with this type of benefits? Okay? So, yun yung parang mga thought process lang natin as to how to do your product testing. And with that, we're pretty much done. I mean, everything should be in review. And this is the refresh button. Everything should be in review. And yeah, once na-approve na yan on the back end, as you can see right now, scheduled siya. Kasi again, we schedule it the next day. What here, it's actually still in review. And once that's done, by the next day of like hitting at 12 a.m. midnight, make sure you do this like super early in the morning or the day before. But at least when it hits 12 a.m., your ads will now start running and start spending the budget that you placed. Okay? Now, I hope you learned something new today. And I know I might have missed out on a couple of things from here and there. So if you have any further questions or clarifications as to why I arrived or tweaked my ads that way, then please post them or leave them in the comments below. I would really love to hear from you. And please rest assured that I will be answering your questions down below to the best of my capabilities. So if you like this video, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell because in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can actually create a profitable Shopify store and the secrets behind on what you have to do so that your setup process is actually bound for success. If you want to learn more about social media advertising, e-commerce, or online selling in general, then make sure to check out my other videos in my channel. And with that being said, I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey, bro. Most of the time when these people be talking, I don't even hear them.